Hello everyone, welcome to Access UTV. My name is Michelle Edhouse, and today I would like to ask you, what are you aware of? Uh, how often are you kind of having this weird, wonky, or when somebody talks about a particular topic or something like that, you're like, oh, uh. So excuse all my facial expressions, but how many of you recognize those facial expressions and those energies that show up in your world? And you're like, oh, I feel funny, I'm weird, I'm wonky, What if you were to ask a different question? What am I aware of here? So often those weird, wonky, blah, 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 that happen in our worlds are actually based on the space of somebody says something, you see something, you do something, and it brings up an awareness. What do I mean by that? Now, that could be an awareness of, sometimes when we go to angry and grumpy and we're aware of a lie. Sometimes when we go to work on a project, this has been happening for me lately. I've been going to work on a project and I feel like I have the awareness that there's something I'm supposed to be doing for this particular client, and yet there's nothing on my to-do list. And I'm like, what? And it's been taking up a bit of headspace. And I'm like, I'm not charging this woman enough for my time. I'm spending all this time thinking about her business, trying to work out what I'm supposed to be doing for her. And then today we had a meeting. We had a pre-booked meeting and we recorded some videos and we did some stuff and then we got chatting and then all of a sudden out of her mouth flowed, oh, and we've got that free call on Friday. And I'm like, what free call on Friday? And I was like, that so matched the energy of the, what am I supposed to be doing? Where am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to be? So I have been aware of this free call, and when I started looking into it, there was areas that the free call needed some touch-ups and some tech support, which is what a lot of what I do for this client. And um, it was like, this is what I've been aware of. This is what should have been on my to-do list, and energetically it already was. Yet I hadn't been cognitively brought to my attention. And instead of going, what am I aware of here? What is required here? And perhaps even asking her, I've been thinking about you a lot. What's going on in the business that I haven't been made aware of that is taking up all this mind space for me? If I'd asked that question, she'd like, she probably would have gone through. We've got this, and this particular free call may have popped out in that, and I would have been able to go, there we go. That's the piece I was looking for. What's required here? And contribute. It probably only take me 5 minutes to get what's required sorted, talk to the right people, get the right bits done, and but it's been taking up a lot of mind space. So what if when those weird, wonky, mind space, naggy things start showing up, ask, what am I aware of here, and what's required that I haven't acknowledged? And so that's my hint and tip for today. I'm so super grateful for you all joining me on these videos. And what else can I add to my life to love living even more? What can you add to your life to love living even more? And what generative energy, space, and consciousness can we be to create the life and living we desire? I adore you guys. I hope you access you more and more every day. And what would it take to outcreate you every day to greater? Have fun, and I will see you in the next video or on the next class. Bye.